What's up, YouTube? Mr. C's up with the reef tonight. Doing a few updates. As you might be able to see, there's no more micro bubbles in the tank. Took off the protein skimmer. I was getting a little aggravated with it. Producing so many micro bubbles in my tank. I tried putting stuff on the end and it would just end up overflowing it, and it was just kind of a pain in my ass. It's a softy reef tank, doesn't even need a protein skimmer. Yes, they help, and I probably plan on getting another one. But I took it off to clean it, and I actually broke it on accident. Because it's kind of a pain in the ass to clean by yourself. I probably should have asked for some help with it. But stubborn fish keeper does everything by himself. So, reef's looking pretty good, in my opinion, without the micro bubbles. I took off the canister. A lot of algae and stuff back there. That's fine with me. Got the aqua clear rolling with my ghetto refugium type thing going here with some Shado Morpha. It seems to be doing its thing. Got the double brights. No idea of the spectrum of these LEDs, but they grow corals, so I'm fine with it. Everything's looking pretty good though. All the corals are looking pretty nice. Loving the J-bow. My anemone actually jumped up, crawled inside of a rock, and now that's his new home. He goes in totally every night, and he comes out like fully like this every day now. And I hope my clownfish finds it one day. I think he's too young. He's a little baby clownfish. But might be getting a new reef tank. Can't wait. Trying to get something with the sump going. The guy in my city who sold me a few of these corals might be doing a YouTube channel very soon. He's got a bunch of cool updates coming, and I'm trying to convince him to put them on video, because that's what people want to see. As well as Warren the Fish. He's got 33 tanks going. I went over his house earlier today, and I picked up some Discus. We're going to go check out my Discus tank now. And for any of you who haven't seen it, the 33 of his fish tanks, should go check them out. I'll put it in the description. But let's go move to the Discus tank, everybody. Alright, YouTube. Back at the 29 gallon. Lots of new changes. As you can see, it's a kind of a filtration factory. Getting these filters seeded and cycled for future pair tanks. And why not have good filtration? Got a bunch of new additions. I do believe this is the Discus that I had before. This is my red Fuji Discus. Fiji, whatever you want. This Discus right here is very dark and has clouded eyes. Needs some help. Hopefully he comes back with good water quality. These two fighting over here. Bullying this one, I should say. Just all different variations of blue turquoise. It's very good fish. Proud to say I finally got a good Discus tank going now. I'm hoping I don't see too much aggression. I'm hoping the ones with cloudy eyes come back. Basically, they just gotta find out who's the dominant discus and get some pairs going. Yep. Everything's doing pretty good in this tank though. Got the dual moving bed filters, Pleco hideout. Sons of fighting in this thing. These fish are mean, guys. You tell me about an aggressive fish, put something in your tank with a big discus. See if it survives. Appreciate everybody checking out this tank. Let's move on to another update. What's up, YouTube? Yep, finally got the RODI system. Everything's up and running now. I'm actually making myself some drinking water. I got the gallon jugs in there. It's fairly quick. It's 150 gallons per day. Everything's working very well. It took a lot longer due to the weather to get here, but I'm happy with it overall. It's got 6 stages of filtration. You can't beat that. It's got dual outputs. The top one is for drinking water, and that one's for RODI. That's the deionized. And the top one is the reverse osmosis. It's kind of confusing, and I don't really know the difference, but you know. Let's move to a new update. Alright. Checking out one of my 10-gallon cherry shrimp tanks. It's kind of shadowed out right now due to these plants up top. But I do have, I'm not sure if you can see it there. There is a shrimp right there. And there is another shrimp in there that is a pregnant female red cherry shrimp. Not much else to look at besides dying dwarf hairgrass. I do not have enough substrate in here. I don't think, to keep these. Somehow my other plants are doing pretty good. I still have, or I got 3 Julie Corys in here, and some ADU Aqua Rocks. Pretty cool looking. I'm digging Escape. Just running off a dual sponge filter. Got a blue mystery snail kicking some butt. And I did forget to mention when I was looking at the discus that I traded my big yellow discus for the 2 of those blue ones. And Warren the fish now has that yellow discus, and he's hoping to get them breeding. And I just like the blue variety of discus, so I'm going to try going with that pair. So let's move on to another 10-gallon. Alright, back in another 10-gallon shrimp tank. Let's see if we can find any red cherry shrimps. There's one right up on the log. Let's get a close-up of them. Pretty good looking. There's another one right next to him. Not much else to this tank. It's almost exactly the same as the other 10-gallon cherry shrimp tank, except for this one I have a large canister on it, and different different substrate, so it's the canister I'm using. It's pretty good sized for it. It's a little cloudy because my glass is dirty. Otherwise it'd be crystal clear. Dwarf hairgrass not doing too good. The mat it was on, I don't think I buried it enough. But we'll see what happens with it. It was kind of an impulse buy. Be quiet, cat. Be quiet. Alright. Appreciate everybody checking out the shrimp tanks, all the new updates. Give the video a like if you enjoyed. Peace.